Hello, everyone. So this is the first time I'm doing this. So using the whiteboard to do a video. So let's go straight in it. What 99% of people tell you? They tell you to control your emotions. They tell you, don't trade with emotions. You must trade like a robot. Emotions are bad in trading, or even in general. And guess what? 99, let's say more than 95% of traders are not profitable. So you must do what 99, 95% of people must do the reverse of what tell you to do. Okay? So must be clear that there is something wrong in it, because most of us try to do this, to control our emotions, to not trade with emotions, etc., etc. But the reality is we are not robots, okay? We are human beings. So as human beings, okay, sorry, just change, come back to the blue, okay? As human beings, we cannot stop emotions. We cannot stop feeling. So can we control those? Of course. But what's the purpose of controlling emotions? Tell me. What's the purpose of controlling emotions? Why would you like to trade without emotions? So let's first define emotions, okay? Definition of emotion. I write it like this because emotion is energy in motion. Okay? And so it's just energy. And emotions is information. Just as everything you see, you hear, you touch, just as everything you receive from your senses. So seeing, hearing, etc. Feeling. So feeling is emotions also. It's not the feeling just, like you touch something which is soft or all this. No. Feeling is also about emotion. So it's information. And I would say even more, emotion is more important, or I would even say the most important information in trading. So this might feel, weird, but I'm going to explain this, I'm not just leaving you with definitions and statements. So why it is the most important information? Okay. So basically, sorry. Oh. Emotion tells you if you are in the right trade or not. Emotion can prevent you entering the wrong trade or at the wrong time. Emotion how to say it? Emotion tells you if you should keep or not this trade. Okay? It tells you many information, but now let's go into the facts. Okay? We have three types of emotions in trading. I would not say three types, but we want to study three emotions. So not the types, but emotions before entering a trade, emotions during the trade, and emotions after the trade is closed. Okay? So let's keep this. Now, let's start first with emotions before entering a trade. Okay? And so, what's important, you have multiple types of emotions, okay? Before entering a trade. The right emotions, I would say, let's put it in green, okay? The right kind of emotions, so let's say positive, is stress. No, not stress, sorry. See, clarity, serenity, calmness. And this clarity, serenity, and calmness, it comes from knowing what you do, from understanding, from planning, okay? So let's say this comes from planning, you know, following rules, understanding the market, okay? So this is how you can get all this, you know? Okay? Now, on the other side, you have another type of emotion before entering a trade, which is, let's put it in red, doubt, you know, fear, yeah, doubt, you know, you are not sure about the direction or about the entry, you know. So all this is doubt, you know. So and what you must do in these types of feelings, because remember, this is feelings. if you have doubt and fear, you are not sure about the direction of the entry, you must not trade. So this can prevent you from a loss, actually. So you must be clear in your mind. Your plan must be clearly established. I don't know if you have watched the live tape readings or the daily reviews I'm doing, but you can see most of the time, I know where I want to sell, where I want to buy. You know, I expect the move before it happens. And then I wait, of course, for a shift in market structure, you know, something clear to enter the trade. I'm not just expecting, you know. And yeah, I'm clear before entering the trade. If you are not clear before entering the trade, you have already lost, you know. It is giving you information that you have already lost the battle if you enter with such state of consciousness, with such feeling. Because even though you have the right trade, you might have the right trade, you know, you will not be able to manage the trade and to make it a win, you know, situation. I don't know if you have watched my video about mindless trading. This is it. Mindless trading, it's clarity, you know. It must be clear, because if you are in a current battle in your mind, you know, with doubt, fear, etc., is this the right trade, is this the right direction, etc., and you enter already with such a battle, it's already lost. Because as you will see, the next step is emotions during the trade, which is even more intense, you know. So always check your emotions before entering a trade. This is the best advice, you know. This can prevent you from many losses. Even though you have the right analysis, it doesn't mean that you will be winning in this trade. You can be break even, you know, too soon, or you can try to enter multiple times, you know, because you are overconfident, and therefore you can end up in a loss, you know. So check your emotions at the door, you know, before entering. Now, let's talk. Let's see if I can do copy paste. No? Okay, so I will have to put again the text. No. Number 2, emotions during the trade. So once you enter the trade, in other words, you know. And now you will be shocked about what I'm going to say, but a positive emotion is stress. But not the stress which comes from, you know, doubting your analysis, all this. No. Let's say positive stress, because you are careful, okay? Because even though you trust your analysis, you know that the goal of the algorithm is to take the masses stop losses, you know, the masses liquidity, call it whatever, you know? So you know you are playing against something which is bigger than you. And you know you can be trapped easily. just one error can make you lose a trade, you know? It's so easy to take losses and so much more difficult to win because winning requires not only a good analysis, but a good trade management, a good, trading with emotions and not against emotions. You trade with emotions and with your trading plan. So you are not trading only with emotions, relying on emotions, because that would be emotional trading. Emotional trading is not what we want. We want to trade our plan and listening to our emotions. This is what you must learn to do, to listen to what your intuitions, what your God within is telling you. You must not ignore your emotions because this is an important information, even more important than your trading plan, because your trading plan came from your mind, mostly, while your emotions come from a higher state, from a higher piece of information, from the mindless realm, from God, if you want to say. So please listen carefully to your emotions. Of course, once I enter a trade, and most of my winning trade, I entered with a positive stress. So I'm confident about my trade, but I'm still, on the guard, like I'm not removing my guard. I'm not, overconfident or something like this. And so the other type of emotions, no, sorry. Okay. The other type of emotions, of course, you have multiple emotions. I'm not making a list of everything, but during the trade, what you could feel, again, doubt and fear, but I would call it negative. Stress, duality, no. Duality, it means you are not sure anymore about the direction. You are doubting your analysis, and this is a battle, battle. And when you start a battle, generally it's better to go break even. Because it's better, even though you can re-enter after, but okay, I will write it because it's very important. Get out of the trade and come back to step 1. Reanalyze and see if you are clear again about the direction. Check your emotions at the door. And this is not about, the trap here is, get married to your opinion, this is a trap. And, yeah, now we got another confirmation. Let's go again at the trade. No. You must check that you are not entering, check, FOMO, fear of missing out the trade, the opportunity. Check for, yeah, FOMO, I think it's the worst you know, like you still want to be in the trade, absolutely, because you don't want to miss the opportunity. But remember, and this I will put it in green. Remember, if you have the right direction, even though you miss the first entry, let's put this, okay. You still have two other entries left. No FOMO, okay? If you didn't watch the video about, quickly re-entering a trade, please check it out. It's in the educational, trading educational content. Very powerful, entry, to re-enter quickly after missing out the first trade. The first entry, sorry. And lastly, okay, let's put this, remove this. Lastly, number three. Number three, emotions after the trade is closed. And believe me, this is probably, all are equally important, but your emotions after the trade are, for me, it's the most important, to be honest, because you will see. It's hard to, let's start with negative now. Sorry, not this one. Overconfidence. This is your worst enemy. Overconfidence. Believe me, if your last trade defines who you are, then you are lost. What does it mean? It means that if you lose and you define yourself with failure, you will be tempted to do revenge trading. You will lose confidence in yourself, so you will not enter a trade by fear of losing again. So you see many traps, many psychological traps, And on the other side, if you have made a very beautiful trade, you master the sniper entry and all this type of shit, if you feel yourself a god, your next trade will probably humble you because you will be overconfident. Maybe you will increase even your risk appetite, your lot size. And after losing this trade, you will enter again because no, it's not possible. I'm God, and therefore I cannot be losing. It's better, I think, to define yourself with failure because at least you will be more careful, than being overconfident. Because overconfidence, I think it's the worst, the worst thing after a trade. So what's a good feeling after a trade, whether a loss or a winning trade? Same again, positive stress. So you're kind of joyous because you have won your trade, but you stay careful. You stay careful because you know it's not the end. You know at any times you can lose. So you stay careful. Okay? Always stay on your guard. Always. Because the market is not easy. You must not underestimate the work you have to do, even though, you know, sometimes I do winning days in a row, and you know, then of course you start getting overconfident, even though it's not conscious, it's subconscious, you know, you start trusting yourself. But if you are not careful, you will start losing again. Okay? So you must always stay careful. And what else I could say? Yeah, you must not be defined by your last trade. And if we can sum up everything, okay, let's sum up. So trading based on your analysis only or trading based on your emotions only or trading based on your analysis and your emotions, state, mood, feeling, whatever you want to call it. Okay? What's wrong? What's right? This is wrong. This is wrong. This is right. Okay? So do not underestimate the information given by your emotions. So before the trade, you must check that everything is clear. You can have a little stress, but you know you are confident because you follow your rules, etc. It's pretty clear that you see no other opportunity on the other side, you know? You must check that it's the only possible setup that you can see for the day, you know, for example, not for the day, but right now. Okay? Then during the trade, just don't overthink, okay? Don't overthink. But if during the trade you can start seeing opportunity on the other side, and so you start a battle within your head, it's better to get out. Okay? During the trade, you must be, it must be like, you know, still following the logic, must be clear, etc. If a battle starts inside your head, it's not good, okay? Because you are not trading mindlessly, you are starting to trade with your mind now. And many wrong decisions will come from trading with your mind. You analyze with your mind, and then once you enter the trade, your emotion, you should be clear, you know, should be calm, you know, and serene, even though you have a little stress because you are careful. Okay. And after your trade, please don't get overconfident if you want, And of course, don't revenge trade. Don't trade based only on your emotions. Don't force bias. Don't force a bias. Don't force a plan. When you are forcing, know that you are just not listening to your emotions. That's it. That's the basis of mindless trading, is to always check that your emotions are aligned with your analysis. Okay? So you must trade with your emotions and not against them. If you enter a trade with a bad feeling inside, it's not good. You are forcing. It means you are forcing, whether you are feeling missing out, fear of missing out. There are many kinds of emotions. I cannot describe all of them, but I'm not a psychologist or whatever. But this is important to know. And I'm going to end up this video right now. Just ask yourself the question, I will put it just to make sure that you get it, Are you, no, what feeling do you have right now? So you must ask this question before, during, and after the trade. Okay? What feeling do you have right now? Please listen to your feeling. It's very important information. Do not go against your feeling. Do not go against your analysis. Check those two. It must be aligned. Otherwise, you must not trade or get out of the trade. Thanks for watching.